let's talk about the enjoyment, y'all. Overall, the enjoyment, I'm having the most fun I've ever had here in Ghana than any of the other countries that I've been to. And like y'all know, I've been to 4 other African countries in East Africa, and nothing compares to the fun I've had here in Ghana. Like, I love their parties, their events. Like, it's just so many events. Y'all see, I just went to Zulu Festival. It was actually on my list of things to do, but I actually got an invite to go there. And I had a ball. Like, it's so easy to have fun with Ghanaians. And that's men, women, everybody. Like, I just had so much fun. Like, one thing about Ghanaians is they really know how to turn up. No matter how sad they are, no matter what's going on, they have a lot of fun. Sometimes it's a little bit too much to bear, honestly. But if you're looking for fun, like, honestly, like, I have always been in a relationship, like a long-term relationship, and I'm very loyal. I have never really stepped out and had like a great time. So now that I'm here in Ghana, I'm like, listen, this is the time to have fun and enjoy my singlehood, and not really focus on guys, just focus on my purpose and having fun at the same time. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lala, and I've been documenting my journey here in Africa for the past year and a half, but I've been in Ghana now for 6 months, and I just wanted to tell you guys about my experience here, how I've been fitting in with the culture, love, the connection I have with the people, and all of that. So you guys stay tuned. All right. The first thing I want to touch on is how I fit in with the people, like friendship. So I'm going to talk about how I connect with the men. I connect with the men really, really well. And I'm not talking about like romance or anything like that. It's just like guys overall are just nicer to me. And I don't know if it's because there's an attraction there. Sometimes I don't think it's all about attraction. It's just with men, I think it's easier to connect with men because there's no, there's nothing stopping us from being cool, if you get what I'm saying. But with women, it's a lot harder for me to make friends here. I haven't made friends here. I've made a few associates here and there, and there are women that are nice to me. And at first, I didn't know if Ghanaian women are just like unfriendly or are they jealous or whatever. And I don't think it's a jealousy thing. From what I've heard from people that live in Ghana is the women just are not friendly to each other. Ghanaian women in general usually are not friendly to one another. And maybe I'm wrong, but that is what I've heard. So the looks I get from women aren't always the nicest. And I think it has something to do with a lack of trust amongst one another, and I think that's where the disconnect happens. I don't know if they think I may have a motive or whatever. I'm usually a very friendly person. I do have a resting bitch face from time to time, but for the most part, I'm friendly once you get to know me. So I haven't gotten like that reciprocation most times, and it's okay. Like, I didn't really come here to have a bunch of friends, but I would love to connect with other women. But here, I think, I don't know why that happens, but that's how it is most time. But on the passing by, sometimes I meet girls and we connect, and it's cool. There's no animosity, but there are times that you get that bombastic side eye. And it's just like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? But I think that's something they do amongst each other. And I wish it would stop. I wish things would change, but that's just how it is here. So I've just learned to accept it, and, it is what it is. But with guys, there's no lack of trust from guys to me. But what I must say is it's hard to make genuine friends with a guy, because have a genuine friendship with a man, because from what I've heard, like, men and women usually aren't friends here. They're always either a couple or nothing at all. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I've heard from guys and women, is they're not usually friends with women. So that's new to me, because in America, it's easy for me to be friends with a guy. And yeah, it may be a motive from his side, never from my side. But yeah, I can have just normal conversations with a guy without him thinking we're going to be a couple. But here, I kind of am really hesitant on if I should befriend a guy, because he may believe that I want a relationship eventually. So yeah, that's a struggle for me. So let's talk about food. Y'all, I love the food here. They have a lot of foods that are similar to Jamaican culture, like curry chicken. They do serve jollof rice with beef, so it kind of tastes like oxtail with rice and peas on the side. Yeah, I love that. And the fresh fruits, I mean, you really can't replace it. The only thing with food, though, is they don't sell a lot of vegetables. It's really hard to get access to fresh vegetables. And in East Africa, there were many spinach, kale, everything on top of the fruits. But here, when you get the fruits, you don't really see vegetables all the time. So for me, I need my vegetables. So here it feels like I have to get some type of vitamin, like magnesium or something, to really supplement those vitamins in my system. So yeah, I don't like that aspect of it, but I do like the fruits, the coconuts, the fresh fish, like tilapia. You can get tilapia for $2 for a half of a tilapia. For a full tilapia, you can get it for $3, $4. So I love that. I absolutely love it. So the food here, I love more than any other country I've visited. And I've been in Tanzania, Kampala, what else? Rwanda. And this food more so matches my taste buds. So if you are coming from the West, like it's Jamaica or America, where we tend to season our foods excessively, you would love it here. But they do eat a lot of intestines when it comes to meat. And I don't really like intestines, but sometimes, the curry chicken makes up for it. And they do sell fried chicken sometimes. This place close by, they have pizza and stuff like that. I'm actually starting to grow away. I'm actually starting to grow out of eating meat. I don't like meat as much as I used to since being here. I'm okay with just fish, rice. So that's usually what I eat most days, is fish, rice, boiled eggs, and jollof rice. They have fried rice. They have many options as far as rice goes that I didn't get in East Africa. So I definitely like the food here a lot more. Let's talk about the enjoyment, y'all. Overall, the enjoyment, I'm having the most fun I've ever had here in Ghana than any of the other countries that I've been to. And y'all know, I've been to 4 other African countries in East Africa, and nothing compares to the fun I've had here in Ghana. I love their parties, their events. It's just so many events. Y'all see, I just went to Zulu Festival. It was actually on my list of things to do, but I actually got an invite to go there. And I had a ball. It's so easy to have fun with Ghanaians, and that's men, women, everybody. I just had so much fun. One thing about Ghanaians is they really know how to turn up. No matter how sad they are, no matter what's going on, they have a lot of fun. Sometimes it's a little bit too much to bear, honestly. But if you're looking for fun, honestly, I have always been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, and I'm very loyal. I don't really I have never really stepped out and had a great time. So now that I'm here in Ghana, I'm listen, this is the time to have fun and enjoy my singlehood, and not really focus on guys, just focus on my purpose and having fun at the same time. Because I've always been in a relationship, and I would love to be in a relationship right now. I would love to be in a long-term relationship, but we tend to not appreciate where we are in the moment, and we want a relationship when we're single, and when we're in a relationship we want to be single. So right now, while I am single and I haven't found my perfect partner, I am enjoying the hell out of Ghana. Like, Ghana has so much to do. It's unlimited fun, honestly, and we don't even want to mention what goes on during the holidays. Like, in the holidays, I'm sure it's like too much fun. Like, you have too much to choose from. And now we're in August, and there's lots of things to do. Even though, the holidays is the highlight moment, there's lots to do right now in August, in June, in July. So this is the place. If you want to have fun, Ghana is the place to be. Okay, let's talk about transportation. At first, Ghana's transportation wasn't my favorite because I was doing a lot of Bolt and Uber when I got here. And leaving Kampala, it was quite a transition for me because in Kampala they have a lot of motorcycles, Boda, the Safe Boda system. And you could just jump on a Boda quickly and just go to your destination for a very affordable price. But here, I was taking taxis and Bolt and Uber, and it was a lot for me because the price is not like the cheapest. The taxi is an affordable option, but not as affordable as the Bodas in Kampala. So now I've been taking the Trotros. And if you don't know what Trotros are, it's like a dollar van. It's similar to the dollar van in New York, but I've never taken a dollar van in New York. So I had no idea what to expect. I have always had social anxiety, and Ghana is taking that away from me. My social anxiety has been disappearing. Like, honestly, it's healing that part of me, because I've been using Trotros now for the past like 2 weeks, and now this is my preferred option of transportation because it is so cost effective. Like, I can go from Tuba Junction to Accra, which is like 45 minutes, and pay like 10 CDs one way. And if you guys do the conversion, you'll see, like, wow, that's very affordable. It is kind of packed. And I'm not going to lie, I'm 5'11", 5 feet 10 and a half, actually. And my legs are sometimes like cramped because the seats are so short, It's made for shorter people. But I work my way around it. I sit in a different direction, or they have the outside seats where you can stretch your legs a little bit more. It's actually pretty nice. So that is my preferred mode of transportation now. And if you're coming, take the Trotros, y'all. If you don't mind being around other people, take it. It's the most cost-effective option. Now let's talk about love. I think this is the final thing that I may touch on, but let's see. Okay, so love. Honestly, you guys, most of the time I'm turning guys down like I'm married or something, and I'm not. But recently, I've been trying to open myself up and like just, go out there and mingle. But most of the time I don't really meet people unless I'm working or unless I'm in an area where I'm working. So it kind of limits me, but I do want to socialize more and get out there and just meet my match, honestly. So I haven't had many experiences, but what I've heard from the guys, a common complaint is they say that Ghanaian women only want money. And then I've heard a lot of guys say that the Ghanaian women will cheat on them if they don't give them what they want. I think my friend Della, She's a YouTuber. You guys go check her out on YouTube. I think she changed her name to More Bidella, but she had an interview on there about a Ghanaian man saying that Ghanaian women only want money. And I've heard another guy tell me, like several guys have told me that. And I haven't really heard much from the woman's perspective, and I would love to hear what the women have to say about this, because we all know this is like a patriarchal society. So the women don't really have the same favor. Oh, am I out of the frame? Sorry. The women don't have as much favor as far as opportunities when it comes to work. Like, they don't earn the same amount. They don't have as many opportunities when it comes to work. So it seems as if they have to gain stability by getting a certain man. So for me, it's kind of unfair. And I know that colonization started this type of society. Now, I don't know if this is what, overall in Africa, that's just how things are most times. And I don't know if the guys prefer it to be that way, but what it seems like is they prefer it when it comes to work opportunities, but when it pertains to love, they don't prefer it. They want a woman who wants them for themselves. But honestly, when I have been around guys who are more stable, who have money, who have something to, say, look, I've built this, I'm successful. Like, I think the men that I've met that have money, in subtle ways, they try to show me like, look, I have money. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Honestly, for me, it's not about how much money a man makes. I do like a man that's successful. I do like a man that is respected. But what is more important for me is having a purpose mate. Someone who shares my vision or who understands my vision and can support it, and vice versa. And because honestly, all I speak about is Pan-Africanism, spirituality, business, family. Like, these are the things that I am passionate about. So I would love to meet someone who is also passionate about it, because whatever you're passionate about, that's what you're going to speak about most times, right? So I don't want a transactional relationship or a logical relationship where it's like, okay, I make the money, you look good, let's be together. That's not going to work for me. Honestly, if I will never find my purpose mate, I don't even want to be in a relationship. Like, that's just how I am. But I think it's unfair for guys to say that women only want money when that seems to be the only way that they can gain stability in this society. So, yeah, like, and I I've seen men, like, in this society, when they do make the money, they can maybe use that as a control tool. And it's not just in Ghana, it's all over the world, so I don't know. Like, I hope things change. I would love to be in an interdependent society and I've spoken about this in one of my videos that I spoke about Akon and his opinion on African American and American women. I think in an interdependent society is more favorable to find the person that is truly meant for you. Because when a woman has opportunities, that's when you truly get to see who she's choosing based on their character and their soul and their spirit, opposed to what he brings to the table. So yeah, I can't really speak on love, y'all. I don't really talk about my love life, but I haven't really had much experience here. And I'm not gonna say how many people I've talked to, but my relationship life right now is not too spicy. It could be if I entertained, the guys that approach me, but I'm so focused, and I don't want to get in a relationship and be like needy. And right now, there are some things that I need to, sorry, there are some things that I need to stabilize in my life, like finances and, you know, things like this that I want to get under control before I meet a guy, because you're only as needy as your unmet needs. So right now, like, I want to be more financially stable before I am with a guy, because I don't want someone to think that they can manipulate me because by giving me something that I need, when, you know, I can very well make those opportunities for myself and be in a relationship later. And I mean, if somebody wants to be with me now and it works for them, fine. But I don't want anybody to like pull me away from my purpose and distract me when I'm on the verge of being where I'm meant to be and where I have the potential to be. So yeah. So that has been my experience here in Ghana for the past 6 months. And I'm going to give y'all a year update when I'm here for a year. I absolutely love Ghana. This is my favorite country. If you guys can't tell, I'm glowing. I'm happy. I'm having fun with my life while living in my purpose. And yeah, I just love this country. I fit in with the culture very nicely. A lot of people believe I'm either Ghanaian or Nigerian, which that makes up most of my DNA, actually. But I just love this country. I love the people. Overall, they're just very kind people. These people are very selfless. Just really fun to be around. They always put a smile on my face. And I'm always about positivity, you know? So I love this country, and I really feel like I'm meant to be here. People ask me, are you Ghanaian? And I'm like, I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be, you know? So, yeah, I love it. I feel like I belong here. And I don't know what the future holds, but I would love to be here for a really long time. But I do still want to travel and see other African countries. That's my desire. So I hope you guys like this video, and thank you for watching. One love. Bye.